Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has just landed in Los Angeles, and baseball fans are already losing their minds. The rumor mill is running hotter than ever, and the streets around Dodger Stadium are buzzing with one name, Guerrero. After weeks of whispers, late-night negotiations, and cryptic posts on social media, it finally happened. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is officially a Los Angeles Dodger. This isn't just another trade. This is a statement, a declaration that the Dodgers are all in, ready to dominate not only the National League but the entire Major League Baseball scene. Guerrero's arrival is the kind of move that reshapes a lineup, transforms a clubhouse, and sets a new tone for a franchise already used to winning. Fans can already picture him under the bright California lights, the energy of Chavez Ravine vibrating every time he steps into the batter's box. And you know what? This move feels like destiny. The Dodgers, a team known for their depth, consistency, and relentless pursuit of excellence, have now added one of the most electrifying young sluggers in the game. The excitement is real, the anticipation is thick, and everyone knows Los Angeles just got a lot more dangerous. The moment Guerrero stepped off that plane in LA, it was clear this wasn't just business as usual. He wasn't smiling for the cameras or giving long speeches. He was focused, locked in, with that same calm confidence that made him a sensation in Toronto. Word around the clubhouse is that even the Dodgers veterans couldn't hide their excitement. Mookie Betts reportedly sent him a quick welcome to the family text. And Freddie Freeman? Sources say he was one of the first to call and congratulate him personally. This is what makes the Dodgers different. They don't just collect stars, they build chemistry. And Guerrero, with his mix of youth, raw power, and charisma, fits perfectly into that mold. Some insiders are already calling this the best power upgrade since the Manny Ramirez days, and honestly, they might be right. Imagine that lineup. Betts, Freeman, Smith, Guerrero, an absolute nightmare for pitchers. Opponents can't pitch around anyone anymore. Every at-bat is a potential fireworks show, every inning a chance for chaos. Guerrero's bat doesn't just add power, adds fear. But let's talk about the ripple effect this creates across Major League Baseball. The moment news broke, social media exploded. Blue Jays fans were heartbroken, Dodgers fans were ecstatic, and rival teams were scrambling to figure out how to respond. Because when the Dodgers make a move like this, it forces everyone else to react. Guerrero brings not only his massive bat, but also his star power, his swagger, and that sense of inevitability that follows him everywhere. This is a guy who can change a game with one swing, who thrives under pressure, who turns stadiums into theaters. Analysts are already projecting a spike in home runs, jersey sales, and ticket demand. It's not just about what he does on the field, it's about the buzz he creates off it. Guerrero Jr. is box office, plain and simple. The Dodgers didn't just sign a player, they signed a phenomenon. And for a franchise that thrives on spotlight moments and high expectations, this partnership feels like a match made in baseball heaven. Of course, the questions start immediately. How will he handle the move from the AL East to the NL West? Will the pressure of Los Angeles amplify his performance or weigh him down? People forget how young he still is, yet how seasoned his approach has become. He's seen slumps, he's faced criticism, he's dealt with the comparisons to his legendary father, and through it all, he's matured into a player who embraces the spotlight. The Dodgers, on the other hand, know how to handle stars. They have one of the most advanced analytics teams in the league, a coaching staff that knows how to get the best out of their hitters, and a fan base that rewards effort with loyalty. Guerrero's swing, that smooth, violent whip through the zone, seems tailor-made for Dodger Stadium's dimensions. The California air, the electric atmosphere, the lineup protection, it all points toward a monster season ahead. Nobody's saying he'll hit 60, but let's be real. With that kind of support, anything's possible. Then there's the narrative factor, because in Los Angeles, storylines matter just as much as stats. Guerrero brings that legacy name, the son of a Hall of Famer, stepping into one of the most glamorous franchises in the sport. It's Hollywood, it's drama, it's talent meeting opportunity. You can already imagine the highlight reels, the walk-off home runs, the camera zooming in as Guerrero flips his bat and the crowd erupts. The Dodgers know how to build moments, and Guerrero is built for moments. There's something poetic about it. The next generation of greatness wearing that iconic blue and white. Some say this could be the spark that pushes the Dodgers over the top after years of near misses and heartbreaks. Others think it's a gamble, but one thing's certain. No one is ignoring Los Angeles anymore. Not when Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is in town, ready to make Dodger Stadium his stage. And maybe that's what this move is really about. Energy, presence, and the belief that greatness attracts greatness. The Dodgers didn't need Guerrero Jr. to stay competitive. They wanted him to stay legendary. This isn't about filling a hole. It's about building a dynasty that keeps evolving. Baseball has shifted toward youth, toward flair, toward players who play with emotion and joy, and Guerrero embodies all of that. He's not just a slugger. He's a performer, a personality, a force. And now he's got one of the biggest platforms in all of sports. You can already feel it. The countdown to opening day just got a lot more exciting. Los Angeles doesn't just want to win. They want to dominate, entertain, and inspire. With Guerrero in the heart of their lineup, they've taken another massive step toward doing exactly that. The league's been warned. The Dodgers aren't playing around anymore. And just when fans thought the offseason couldn't get crazier, rumors started swirling that this deal might have been brewing for months behind closed doors. Insiders claim the Dodgers front office had been quietly monitoring Guerrero's situation in Toronto since midsummer, watching closely as contract talks between him and the Blue Jays hit a standstill. Some say the turning point came after the All-Star break, when Guerrero openly hinted at wanting a fresh challenge. That was enough for Los Angeles to pounce. They knew they couldn't afford to let another superstar slip away, not with the Padres and Giants constantly trying to catch up. The move wasn't rushed, it was calculated, strategic, and perfectly timed. And the fact that they managed to keep it quiet until the deal was done shows just how professional and airtight this organization is. The Dodgers didn't just win a signing battle. They pulled off a masterclass in stealth and precision. Guerrero, for his part, seemed genuinely thrilled during his first private meeting with management. Word is he was sold the moment they laid out their vision, not just winning titles, but building a legacy that would last for generations. Behind the scenes, sources say Guerrero's camp was impressed by how the Dodgers valued him not only as a player, but as a brand. They talked about marketing, about impact, about growing his presence beyond the field, and that struck a chord. In Los Angeles, superstardom isn't just about hitting home runs. It's about becoming part of the city's identity. The Dodgers understand that better than anyone. Think about how they've turned stars like Betts and Freeman into household names, not just in baseball, but in pop culture. Guerrero's personality fits that mold perfectly. He's vibrant, confident, and unafraid to show emotion. Exactly the kind of energy LA loves. Plus, let's not forget his multicultural appeal. The city thrives on diversity, and Guerrero's Dominican-Canadian roots bring another layer of representation and pride to the fan base. The marketing potential is enormous. Billboards, commercials, collaborations, you name it. Guerrero Jr. isn't just joining a team. He's joining a movement, a modern baseball empire that knows how to blend athletic excellence with entertainment. And that combination could redefine how stars are built in today's game. But as exciting as all this sounds, some old-school purists are already questioning whether this kind of move dilutes competition. They argue that the Dodgers have become too powerful, stacking talent year after year, and making it nearly impossible for smaller market teams to keep up. Yet, others see it differently. They call it ambition. They call it smart management. After all, the Dodgers didn't break the system. They mastered it. They built their reputation on scouting, player development, and knowing when to strike. Signing Guerrero isn't greed, it's strategy. And to be fair, baseball thrives on villains, on dynasties that fans either love or love to hate. Every sport needs a Goliath, and right now, that's Los Angeles. The irony is that Guerrero Jr., who's always played with a smile, might end up being the face of that dominance. the friendly giant who crushes baseballs but wins hearts doing it. There's something fascinating about that duality, about how charisma and destruction can coexist in one swing. That's the paradox that makes him special. In Toronto, the reaction has been bittersweet. Fans adored him, kids wore his jersey, and for many, he was the heart of the team. Losing him feels like losing an era. The Blue Jays tried, but when a player of Guerrero's magnitude wants change, it's hard to stand in his way. Reports say the front office made one last push to keep him, offering a restructured contract with incentives, but the momentum was already gone. Guerrero wanted the spotlight, the challenge, and the chance to chase a championship in a city built for icons. It's a reminder that baseball, for all its tradition, is still a business. And in that business, timing is everything. Toronto's loss is LA's gain, and the shockwaves from this move will be felt across both leagues. Guerrero's departure leaves a hole that can't easily be filled, both statistically and emotionally. Yet, for Guerrero himself, this is evolution, the next chapter in a story that feels like it's only beginning to unfold. Sometimes greatness demands a bigger stage, and he's found it under the palm trees and Hollywood lights. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Training camp is still months away, but speculation has already begun about what Guerrero's first season in Dodger Blue will look like. Analysts predict career highs across the board. More home runs, more RBIs, and a better OPS thanks to lineup protection and ballpark conditions. But beyond numbers, what people are really curious about is his chemistry with the team. How will he blend with Betts, Freeman, and Smith? How will manager Dave Roberts balance personalities and expectations? The Dodgers clubhouse is known for its discipline, yet also for its looseness, that perfect mix of fun and focus. Guerrero's infectious energy could amplify that vibe even more. Imagine the pre-game rituals, the laughter, the walk-up songs echoing through the dugout. It's more than baseball, it's theater. And if there's one city that knows how to turn performance into legend, it's Los Angeles. Guerrero's story, the kid with a famous name who carved his own path, is ready for its next act. And all signs point to a blockbuster season ahead, one that could cement him as one of the defining faces of the next generation of baseball greatness. As the dust settles and the hype turns into anticipation, one thing's clear. This isn't just another off-season transaction. It's a cultural moment for the game. Guerrero's arrival in Los Angeles marks the beginning of something bigger, a fusion of talent, market power, a generational charisma that could reshape how we think about baseball superstars. The Dodgers are more than contenders. They're architects of a new era. And Guerrero Jr., with that smile, that swagger, that cannon of a swing, might just be the centerpiece of it all. The countdown has begun, the cameras are ready, and every home run he hits from now on will echo with more meaning. In a league built on nostalgia and history, it's refreshing to feel something new, something electric. Guerrero isn't just chasing numbers, he's chasing legacy. And if there's any place built for legends to rise, it's Los Angeles. So buckle up, baseball fans, because the Dodger Blue just got brighter, louder, and more powerful than ever before. The cultural and psychological impact of Alonso potentially joining the Dodgers cannot be underestimated, as the rumor has ignited a complex web of narratives that touch on competition, legacy, and identity within the league. Fans are debating how his presence might influence the Dodgers' championship prospects, the psychological pressure on opposing pitchers, and even the strategies of rival teams seeking to counteract a sudden influx of power at first base. Social media channels are awash with fan theories, scenario analyses, and speculative highlights, transforming what might have been a single trade discussion into a multidimensional cultural phenomenon. Analysts are exploring every statistical angle, comparing historical precedents, and projecting potential milestones, while also considering intangible factors like leadership influence, mentorship roles, and clubhouse cohesion. Even beyond the league, the rumor has sparked conversation about the evolving role of superstar athletes in shaping media narratives, fan engagement, and brand identity. In essence, the mere discussion of Alonso potentially joining Los Angeles has transcended standard trade chatter, evolving into a captivating story that blends performance potential, psychological intrigue, cultural impact, and commercial significance, engaging audiences across demographics, platforms, and fandoms, and setting the stage for one of the most talked about, closely followed, and potentially transformative moments in contemporary baseball history, whether it ultimately comes to fruition or remains an enduring rumor. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.